exciting to have you both to try and see the different perspectives. So, John, what do you think of the deal?
Well, look, first of all, I'm a big Man United fan and supporter. I respect the history of the club. But, you know, for the sake of this interview, I'm just going to speak to, like, the semantics of the deal as a shareholder and not really as a fan. It's been one of the wildest, most bizarre takeover processes I've ever encountered as an investor. But it seems like something's coming to an end now.
Bizarre because there's a lot of emotion attached, and it's not only about the deal, or bizarre how?
Yeah, across all those fronts. You know, there's been tons of strategic PR from all parties. You don't really know what to believe. Yeah, it's just, you know, one party looks like they're going to win, and then, you know, the other party pulls ahead. So it's just been bizarre for that reason. Yeah.
Yeah. Flex, what's your take?
It's been a very frustrating process from a fan's point of view. Fans feel like they haven't been well informed, as John just spoke about. One party would lead the race, then another party would lead the race, and fans feel like the Glazers haven't really been transparent during this process, which has led to a lot of uncertainty. I think that Manchester United fans would welcome the fact that there is change from the Glazer ownership. I feel like Manchester United fans understand that the Glazers have not run the football club to the best of its abilities and to the best that it can be. And with Richard Arnold stepping down, it is a welcome change at a structural level above the manager that needs to happen in terms of a whole restructure. And I think Manchester United fans will be very cautious with what's about to happen, but would embrace the small change or significant change that seem to be coming upon us.
John, if the offer is actually less than what the Qataris offered, I mean, should we block the deal?
Yeah, I mean, that would be a breach of fiduciary responsibility. We believe all shareholders need to be treated equally in pari passu. So we can't favor one shareholder over the other, you know, whether that be Class A or Class B.
But in terms of financial, so what are you looking in terms of financial? Does the deal, you know, need to be as good as what the Qataris were putting on the table?
Yes, we believe that. I mean, for them to accept a deal lower than where the Qatari bid is, wherever that was, doesn't really make sense, right? A full takeover would have been what was ideal for fans, investors, and the club in general. But if you're going to do a protracted takeover, number one, the price has to be better. And then number two, there needs to be clarity given to both fans and shareholders on timing of when the remainder of the club is going to be purchased.
And I think John nails it right there, because if you're looking at how Manchester United is set up now, many Man United fans have felt that the Glazers have needed to leave the football club for a long time. You know, the lack of investment into the infrastructure. You look at the training ground, you look at the playing squad, you look at the stadium, and there was an option there that was a world record bid for a full takeover, a full buyout, which is what every Manchester United fan, I believe, in my opinion, is behind. And for the Glazers to not accept that, like John says, it didn't make a lot of sense. And if Sir Jim Ratcliffe is coming in as a minority shareholder, which is yet to be confirmed, but we believe that to be true, and he's only going to have a 25% stake, but he's going to get sporting control, what's the roadmap? Is there going to be a full buyout by a certain time? Are the Glazers going to be bought out by a certain year? There's still so much that Manchester United fans that feel that they're in the dark about.
Yeah, so you both feel that basically this deal has been badly executed.
Absolutely.
And so who's to blame?
The Glazers, in my opinion, as a Manchester United fan. I think that the Glazers have shown that their main motivating factor, of course, is money. And if you are an owner of a football club, I understand that. Fans can understand that. We've seen many rich owners run football clubs correctly to the best of their ability, which, in my opinion, in turn, generates more revenue. I think if the Glazers were really interested in making Manchester United the best it could be, they would reap dividends from that. They would really see a surge in revenue. They would really see a successful football team and would be at the top of the football pyramid. Instead, I believe, as a Manchester United fan, they've allowed Manchester United to rot. I think they've allowed Manchester United to be poorly run, all in the name of course, their finances have been where they want it to be, and I think they've reached a point where they've realised that in order to take Manchester United forward, somebody else is going to have to put money forward, and that's why we're not seeing that full buyout. We're seeing a position where the Glazers are able to stay at the football club, and somebody else, i.e. Sir Jim Ratcliffe, is going to have to fork out his own money.
Do you agree with that?
Yeah, in a way. I also believe that Rain Group might have set expectations a little bit too high for the Glazer family when they were initially negotiating to be the advisor as a merchant bank. And look, I mean, Liverpool had just sold, and everyone was pretty excited about Premier League assets, and the market crapped out a little bit, and there was only 2 bidders. So, yeah, I mean, it's a bunch of factors, but obviously.
John, expectations were high. Was that because of Chelsea also, and how much that?
I mean, Chelsea.
Sold for?
I meant to say Chelsea, not Liverpool.
Yeah.
Liverpool did take a minority investment, I think.
But it's Chelsea.
Yeah.
I mean, the takeover of Chelsea, did it kind of change expectations for owners? Full stop.
Absolutely, because Chelsea was essentially a fire sale, right? It was a forced sale,
right?
And for them to get a price that high, got other Premier League owners, and Manchester United is the marquee asset in the Premier League and probably the world as well.
Flex, in 20 seconds, your advice to Jim Ratcliffe if he has that 25% stake?
If Sir Jim Ratcliffe cares about Manchester United as much as he says he does, if he's a fan as much as he says he is, I understand he's a businessman, then take care of the football club, ensure that there is a full buyout and the Glazers are removed from the football club, and be transparent with fans. Let us know what the plan is and what the vision is.